So how does an ethereal mist work? Well, that's a really good question. Normally, when I ask a question like that in my title, it's because I have an answer, but I want viewers to think about it a little bit before going in and seeing my solution. Since sometimes the answer to the question can be best when you find a little bit of it on your own. In this case, I'm just genuinely asking, how do ethereal mists work? I've done it a few times now, and I certainly have some assumptions, but I don't know if they're correct, because I'm far from a reasonable sample size to test that. For example, I have an assumption that based on the distance and difficulty, the power of the modifiers does scale up, but I don't know by how much. I've seen estimates on Reddit that say you need a difficulty 16 to get the magic 3 times multiplier on your gems. However, I usually take Reddit threads with a grain of salt, because some of the time they're right, and some of the time they're definitely not. Whether it be human error or intentional misinformation, you can't trust everything you read online. And also, how does it pick which modifiers go positive and which modifiers go negative? So far, my guess would be that it's a coin flip. Or more specifically, it's up to 6 coin flips, which means we can actually calculate mathematically how likely you are to succeed or fail on a given amulet. Your likelihood of success will depend on the number of relevant modifiers. And I say relevant modifiers here as opposed to modifiers. Because if an item has 6 mods, but 2 of them, no matter positive or negative, won't make a difference for your build, you only really care about the other 4. So if you only care about 1 modifier, your chances of success are 100%. If you only care about 2 modifiers, then your chances fall to 50%. That's still not too bad. If you care about 3, the chances fall to 25%. And to me, 3 really feels like the sweet spot. You're getting a huge amount of value for your item, and you're not risking all that much, since within 4 to 6 tries you should have the amulet you're looking for. At 4 modifiers, it falls to 12.5%. This is where things start to get problematic, since you'll average 8 amulets before you get what you want. For 5 modifiers, you're down to a mere 6.25% chance of success. And if you go for all 6, you're looking at around 3.125%. So you're going to need an average of 30 amulets and 30 lakes, which will get very, very pricey. But is it actually a coin flip, or does it just feel like it? Is it weighted by the number of modifiers on the item? These are questions that I just don't have enough data to answer. If it's a simple coin flip for each affix, then the calculation is relatively simple. But what if it actually cares about grouping things, or splitting them? What if it tries to split things 3 and 3 most of the time if your item has 6 affixes? Well, that 1 in 30 could easily become a 1 in 1,000. So definitely don't take this video as, oh look, I solved how ethereal mists work. If anything, this is the opposite, because I have more questions than when I started. I set out earlier today to craft myself an amulet, and I still don't have one. But I do have a lot more questions about the league mechanic. And if I have any answers, I'll definitely be sure to share them in the future. If you have any answers, maybe you've done extensive testing or found a dataset that I wasn't aware of, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I'd love to check it out. A special thanks to my patrons and YouTube channel members. Your support helps keep me independent and allows me to turn down things like sketchy mobile game sponsorships. You can do so for as low as $1 a month over on Patreon, or if you want to support me completely for free, then you can join the community by hopping into my Discord, link below. If you want more content, check out my second channel, 10 Gaming Thoughts. It's a place that I use to review games, ramble my way through video essays, and a lot more. Or of course, you can just click the suggested video in the card right now. I hope you learned something today, and maybe I'll see you again sometime soon.